Hello, this is a short PowerPoint presentation to outline your requirements prior to going on a leave. What should I do prior to going on a leave? The leave can be short-term, long-term, or maternity. First, contact the office at the 1-800 number and inform them of your planned last day of work and your expected return date. Next, inform the office of your practice hours and continuing competency hours. They can help you calculate these if you're having problems. They will enter them into your file. Third, to renew after your leave, you must meet the standards of a minimum 1,500 practice hours in the last 4 years and 48 continuing competency hours in the last 2 years. You are expected to continue continuing competency activities while on leave, and these can be reading articles or doing online training. So what determines our renewal requirements? Well, the first thing is legislation. Section 11 says that under Section 40 of the Act, we have to provide proof that you have worked 1,500 practice hours in the 4 years preceding the application for renewal. So what else determines requirements? Well, we have to abide by continuing competence requirements, and that is we have to complete 48 educational credit hours in the 2-year period immediately preceding the date the registrar receives an application for renewal. Some of the things we can do to get these credits is attend a conference, attend professional development sessions. We can have a health-related study club. We can do self-directed study to enhance professional development. This is very useful for people who are on a leave. We can provide respiratory health-related presentations beyond regular employment obligations. We can complete a course that leads to a baccalaureate in respiratory therapy. We can present a research paper or abstract at a scientific meeting. We can have a publication in a peer-reviewed journal. We can have a publication in a college newsletter, or other activities, and this is important, with prior approval of the council. Here we have an example of how many hours James has to work to be renewal eligible in 2026, as he took a medical leave of absence for 2025. Manually, we can do 1,500 minus 625 plus 439 plus 0, and we can see James would have to work 436 hours between April 1st, 2025 and March 31st, 2026 to be able to renew. Or we can do it automated and use the dashboard. If you look at the practice hours, it does the calculation for us, and you can see he has 436 hours that he has to do. So let's calculate James's practice hours for the last 4 years with the medical absence of leave. A manual calculation, 1,500 minus 625, 439 plus 0 plus 1348 gives us positive 912 hours, or James's 900 hours over the 1,500. Or we can use the dashboard, and you can see right away that there's a green circle for practice hours. And it does the calculation and says, well, in the last 4 years, James has done 2,412 hours. He's good to go. In the third example, we're going to calculate James's continuing competency hours for the last 2 years. If you look, the manual calculation is 48 minus 16 plus 0, or 32 hours. Or once again, we can use the dashboard. And we can see there's a red circle here, and he only has 2/3 of his continuing competency hours. You've completed 32 of 48 hours. You have 16 hours remaining.